Let's go over the best way to use compounding interest. So this app has a lot of purposes. I would say primarily it's for mapping out more of your market and being able to zoom out and really see all the parallel topics, all the lateral sections of the market that you might be underserving or just not even be aware of necessarily. And you can use this information to guide your content strategy to be able to soak up more traffic from underserved areas, as well as target new sections of your audience on platforms like Facebook ads. So a lot of this information is going to be stuff that your competitors will have. They just won't be aware of this. So I think you'll have a real advantage for soaking up traffic cost effectively. Anyway, let's go over how to use it. Using the app itself is pretty straightforward. It's literally just one keyword field. So right now, I'm just as an example using content marketing and organic traffic as our seed keywords. Let's throw in, let's say, thought leadership. Do a quick little analysis on it. We don't really care necessarily about search volume and CPC for compounding interest, but I would say you'll get more useful results by using top-level primary keywords, so kind of the main keywords in your market. So let's go ahead and add that. So it's going to take a few minutes here for our process to run. It actually uses natural linguistic AI to detect all the core concepts and detected entities and so on across the entire, basically, internet for your keyword. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so as that's loading up, let's go to the app itself. Take a look at the results for the first two keywords. And I'll show you how this works. Compounding interest has two sections. At the top, we've got concept clusters, and underneath we've got organization entities. So concept clusters are basically the root concepts, which these are just a way to organize the huge data set that gets pulled back. And from there you can drop down and expand into the detected subtopics. I'll go over how to use those momentarily. Underneath with organization entities, so these are detected companies, institutions, people, groups, etc. This is a good way to find influencers and maybe products, maybe companies that would be worth looking at for audience targets or for maybe finding someone to work with for content marketing, that kind of thing. So this is more kind of edge case stuff. You might find some gold in here. This will sort of show you everyone that's involved in the market. There are some false positives, but in general, if you can take a look at the context that we provided beside, you'll be able to see how this is relevant to your overall market. So anyway, you'll spend most of your time up in concept clusters, and how this works is we list each core concept in order of how many subtopics we've detected for it. So as you go down the list, the number of included subtopics goes down. So at the top for, say, content, this is going to be a big long list, and then as you go down, obviously it reduces in number. What you do with this stuff, so for example, let's open campaign. What we can do is we can look at what the app has detected for actual subtopics, keywords, etc. on the core concept. So the core concept isn't really campaign. It's more these core concepts that are detected inside of that nickname. So we've got social media campaign, Twitter campaign, video campaign, viral marketing campaign, email campaign, drip campaign, etc. And so as you can see, I've already expanded some of these out, but we can further scan these for related marketing data. So let's go ahead and scan Twitter campaign, see what comes back up. It just takes a few seconds, so we'll go back up to Twitter campaign. And now this pulls in, not only have we determined that Twitter campaign is a potentially useful subtopic, now we can also go in and get the marketing data associated to it. So we've got Twitter ads, that has 12,000 monthly searches, Twitter advertising, 2,900. It looks like Trump is quite associated with Twitter. So anyway, this gives us some insights about our content strategy. So maybe it's worth looking at creating content around how to use Twitter ads and that sort of thing. So anyway, this is where you can get a sense of just how expansive this list becomes and how completely you can map out your market just from a couple seed keywords. It's pretty incredible, actually. This is a never-ending list of content ideas, of audience targets, and they come out of the blue. I mean, remember, we're only searching, quote unquote, 3 keywords, right? Content marketing, organic traffic, and thought leadership. And we now have thousands, literally thousands of related, but not obviously related keyword targets, audience targets, content angles, and so on. So I think it's pretty powerful. I think this is probably one of the more effective ways that you can scale your traffic and scale your business in general is to go into underserved areas of your market and of your own marketing focuses, right? So this is going to map out basically what to write about and what to target as far as reaching new prospects. So very powerful stuff. It's a big topic. Feel free to reach out to us for direct help with this. You just got to get used to using it. To just go ahead and play around with the app, and you'll get a sense for how to get the best results out of it. But also feel free to reach out to us. Hop into our Facebook group where we talk about this a lot, because this is pretty powerful stuff. It's the ability to kind of push a button and get a sense of where all the traffic and where all the people are across your market and across sort of overlapping markets that you might not have considered. So that's compounding interest. That's how to use the app. It's pretty simple, but it's pretty friggin' powerful. All right. Thanks, guys.